the Chicago Bulls looking to trade shooting guard Zach LaVine? Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA here to talk about this trade rumor in regards to Zach LaVine. His name's been out there, folks. I know you've seen the trade rumors because I certainly have, all right? And a lot of you guys reached out, which I always appreciate, and asked me to talk about this, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. All right, so let's talk about that. Before I do, if you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified every time I drop a new video. Follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, social media, links down below, all that good stuff. Reach out, ask questions. You know what to do. Let's get into it. So there's rumors popping up everywhere. Oh, man, every time I turn on Twitter and every time I look at any sort of NBA news, it's Zach LaVine and this team interested and that team interested and this team's looking to inquire about Zach LaVine, that team. And I'm just like, okay, wait a second. All right, slow down here. All right. Zach LaVine is 25 years old and he is in one of the best contracts in the NBA right now. All right. He's owed about $19.5 million over the next 2 years, which is a bargain for Zach LaVine. It really is, folks. And so it makes sense why teams would be interested in Zach LaVine, but are the Chicago Bulls actually shopping him? Is the new front office in AK and ME, Arturas Karnisovas and Mark Eversley, shopping Zach LaVine? And so I get to thinking about that, and where I'm kind of getting at is they are doing what I've been thinking they've been doing this whole time with all of these trade rumors, which is just exploring what's out there, seeing what's happening. I've seen a report the Mavericks are interested in Zach LaVine. We know the Lakers rumors had been going on for a year now. So ultimately, folks, do I believe the Bulls are shopping Zach LaVine? Not actively, but they're shopping in a way the entire roster just to gauge their value. All right, because at this point, I think it is safe to say nobody is untouchable, right? And what I mean by that is Zach LaVine's our best player. We know that, all right? But he is still not a top 5, top 10 player, right? We don't have a Luka on this roster. We don't have a Giannis on this roster. We don't have a Kawhi Leonard, a LeBron James, if you will. So that's the reason why I say nobody's untouchable. Now, ultimately, Zach LaVine, like I mentioned, is our best player. And I don't believe we should be trading him. But if you got a huge haul for Zach LaVine, you could certainly consider it, right? You could certainly consider it. Now, what do I think happens here? Ultimately, I don't think the Bulls trade Zach LaVine because I've said this the entire offseason. I'm sticking by it. I don't expect this Bulls new front office to do anything significant this year in terms of moves. This year is a see it and feel it out type of year. They're just going to see the roster, feel the roster, see how things fit, see what players fit, see what players play together. And once this season's over, they go ahead and they get rid of the players that don't fit. I think that's what happens here. Next season, so not this season that's coming up, but the season after is when I believe you will see an overhaul on the roster. Because right now, the Bulls really don't know what they have, right? So are the Bulls a lottery team? Are they a borderline playoff team? Are they a mid-range playoff team? Like, what are the Bulls right now, right? So we don't know yet. And with Jim Boylen, we couldn't tell, right? So we had to get him out of there. So with Billy Donovan's tutelage, with a new front office, with hopefully, an improved coaching staff and certainly an improved coach, not hopefully, but with an improved, player personnel in terms of, these players not having to deal with Jim Boylen anymore, could we see them take a leap? And you don't want to trade somebody right before they start popping off, right? What if Laurie has a career year? What if Wendell Carter has a career year? What if Kobe White has a career year? What if Zach LaVine has a career year? Like, we don't want to, sell them before that happens. So ultimately, I don't think it ends up happening, but I think it will continue to be where you see these guys' names in trade rumors. All right, so Bulls fans, work with me here. It's going to keep happening. You're going to keep seeing their names, but ultimately I don't expect them to be dealt because I told you, for the reasons that I mentioned, I don't think the Bulls front office is going to make any drastic changes this year. We're going to go through the draft. We might make a few moves here and there, right? Like we obviously did with regards to declining or accepting player options, right? We declined Chris Dunn's player option. Or, I mean, we didn't extend him a qualifying offer, I should say. And, you know, that's fine. I mean, once we drafted Kobe White, I know Chris Dunn really didn't have a place on the roster, and he really didn't fit, so that's fine. And then Denzel Valentine, they extended him a qualifying offer. That didn't make too much sense to me. He's been pretty much a bust for where we took him, but I guess because of the fact that he's a high lottery pick, that they wanted to give him one last shot, right? So, again, don't expect big drastic moves here is what I'm trying to say, and ultimately I don't believe Zach LaVine gets dealt. He's got too much potential. He's young. He's in one of the best contracts in the NBA. There's no big reason to do it right now. There's just not. So that's just where I'm at, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.